What is up, fellas? Hopefully all is well. Houston Texans franchise got Colts number one in the division right now. Bad start for the Texans. I'm pretty sure it was a tie against the Titans at the beginning of the season. At the very first game, this offense has just not been very good, to say the least. Pretty much dealing with the likes of David Carr, who's rated very well, but playing like absolute dog shit. But this offensive line is beat up. Now looking at the AFC standings and whatnot, I think Jaguars are right there in the division and whatnot, but, right behind the Bills and the Patriots. We're dealing with injuries, actually, apparently to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. So instead of Tom Brady getting injured the year after the historic season in which they lose in the Super Bowl to the Giants with Randy Moss in 2009, 2010, the season that he got injured with Matt Castle coming in. But he decides to get injured this season. But going up against a Colts team now, that Peyton Manning is injured, and a man named Mr. Bollinger, I can't remember the first name, but again, one of the just god-awful Jim Sorgi type dudes that's backing up Peyton Manning during his time at Indianapolis. But starting off the game, Jamal Lewis is the running back, so no Adrian James, no Joseph Adai for the team. Actually, no. Yeah, no Adrian James, because he was gone already. Joseph Adai had a career-ending injury, if y'all remember, at the very first offseason for this Texans team. But fortunately for us, not having to deal with Peyton Manning, big hit to this Colts team, who's actually division leader. Their defense is playing just badass. I think, number one scoring defense in football, like 83 overall, but nice defense right there by Talak. Talak with the block, and it's going to lead to Mike Vanderjagt right here, the Canadian kicker, with 3 points to get the lead after what is kind of a crappy start, if you ask me. This defense for the Texans is way too good to be dealing with the likes of Bollinger even getting points on the board on the first drive. But a nice little first down right there. David Carr and company. Very talented offense. Obviously, Andre Johnson. But this offensive line, I know we got Nick Mangold still there, but tons of injuries to this offensive line with Barron, with Eric Winston. And this team is just continuing to struggle on the pass blocks and whatnot. And also, too, Dominic Davis, Marvin Harrison gets lit up on that play. But only after the damage was done. Nearly a first down. And now the next play, first down by Jamal Lewis. Bollinger again, but it's going to be Mario Williams, who's possibly the best player on the field at this point. Again, just living up to the hype with this Texans team. It helps that we won the Super Bowl last season in what was kind of one of those sneaky wild card teams. Because we're talking about the Patriots, but we ended up having a type of season like that with this Texans team, with the Giants beating that Patriots team. In this case, we ended up beating a Falcons team that had won the Super Bowl the previous season. And Michael Vick, I think we're going to be able to see his attributes. It's just not fair. Michael Vick in Madden 2007, I think rivals Michael Vick in Madden NFL 2004. I know it's a cover athlete, him, and he's amazingly fast, but he's still fast as shit in this game. And not only that, he's better at throwing, and how fast he improves with that Falcons team. Not even to mention that the Falcons, if you remember the Super Bowl, have a wide receiver now who's most likely going to be Hall of Fame worthy. 300 plus yards in the Super Bowl. The dude's 6'7", like 95 speed. Obviously can jump over everybody else. But hey, I digress. Still won the game. But right here, just in position to lose. Sucks when you run a play action, and it turns out the run that you're faking would have been a sick play. But speaking of sick plays, beautiful catch by Andre Johnson. Moving down the field here in the second quarter. Dominic Davis now gets the ball on the outside, and then bam. Just like that. What should we do? I think video games show you quite a bit that you can replace some of these good running backs and don't have to pay them nearly as much. Considering, I think Madden's a very nice way of showcasing the importance of quarterback. And right here, I thought it was going to be another turnover, but Cook still kept the recipes cooking and gets a first down after recovering the fumble as well. But you kind of just see it with these running backs. Dominic Davis not able to do anything without a good offensive line, even though he's rated like 94 overall. But this passing game, though, definitely helps having the likes of Roddy White. Obviously, Andre Johnson out of the U. What a move. I don't even think he stepped out of bounds, but it's not like I'm going to challenge it because they stopped the play dead. However, though, who cares? It puts her right here, and he puts her in the end zone. Beautiful play. Beautiful corner route by Putzer, and more so, terrible man coverage, and it's going to lead to right there, number one fan for the Houston Texans. 7-3, nice touchdown pass right there by David Carr, and now here we go, Jamal Lewis getting to the outside. That's a man that I would sure as shit not like to tackle when he's got about 20 yards of momentum already underneath him. And then here we go, one of the best wide receivers to ever do it, Marvin Harrison with a nice catch. He's also one of the best receivers to ever, I guess, slightly get away with murder. Leave that one up to the other judges, not the judge that ruled that he had nothing to do with it, apparently. But here we go, Walker out of Texas A&M, the first round pick for this franchise, a year removed from Mario Williams, obviously number one pick. This team just got some young studs on it when it comes to defense, and some of these linebackers, we're lacking with linebackers, but really though, I think, D'Amico Ryans, Russell, Talak, we have Greenwood obviously there for veteran support, but I think those guys will improve well enough later on, so it's going to be good for this defense. But right here, huge play by Mario Williams. Again, the man's got 85 speed. He's got the 80-something strength. Great acceleration. He's turning into a Julius Peppers. He's turning into Mario Williams in real life, and a beautiful touchdown right here. Gonna give the Houston Texans, we're gonna have a booth review on the fumble. Bollinger, a man that honestly, for the most part, just a shit quarterback, but fortunately enough, this defense is still holding well in what appears to be a reverse call. Should have been a touchdown. Not really. I'm just salty. But as you see right here, ref's going to come back on the field. It appears he was down on the ground prior to the fumble, which sucks, but it is what it is. It's going to end up being Colts ball, but going to be punted away. David Carr gets sacked on this drive right here, only to get sacked yet again. Well, throw it, basically get sacked, but right there, look at the stats. This defense has done superb since that first drive. Not really allowed much of anything. Haven't, of course, allowed any points, but really yardage for the most part. Nice sack right there by Mario Williams. Again, the man was eating all day. And speaking of eating, nice little run right here by Dominic Davis, but still, it's just, I know Dominic Davis was a stud, especially like in the Chargers game in the playoffs and stuff. Definitely utilized him quite a bit, considering we had to run a lot of clock off. But right here, terrible pass. Great read by Burnsides. We got burned by Burnsides. Badass name. I love the Madden names that they come with. But right here, Walker again. Just huge play. A guy who's not even that fast. He's got 83 speed. But honestly, awareness is going to make up for a lot of it. He had like 70-something awareness. I think it was like 77 coming out of the draft. So the dude's already a pretty solid young safety. I believe it's free safety for this team. Even though the dude hits like a linebacker. Mario Williams almost gets a pick. And who knows if that could have been a touchdown on that one. But right here, long pass to Putzer. It's going to be right off the hands. Gets hit as he tries to catch it. And here we go. David Carr has been chased around all game, but it's going to be too late for this Colts defense. Nice first down run by Carr. And then here we go. Big play by Putzer. Wonderful truck stick. And it's going to be a nice first down after 20 or so yards on the reception. Nice run and catch. And we're moving down the field. 3rd and 2. Dominic Davis ends up getting it. I don't know what it is, but usually I just pass the ball on 3rd down anyways. But 3rd and 2. 2 consecutive 3rd and 2 opportunities. And we decide to go ahead and run the ball. And works out well. Especially that interior offensive line seems to be a strength for this Texans team since the 2 tackles are just dog shit. But back to the game. Brown, 3 points on the board. Still just 10-3. Jamal Lewis running over dudes. Stiff arming guys while kneeing dudes in the balls. It's going to be a solid run by him. But again, they decided to run on 3rd and 4. And seemed like a draw play. But Owen Daniels, I think this is technically the season that Owen Daniels takes over the tight end spot, especially for a receiving standpoint. And then right here, lucky pass to Cook. Right when we're trying to finish off this game with roughly 2.5 minutes left in this one, and Morrissey had a couple of nice runs. I know we have a rookie running back, Brunson, who has decent speed. The dude's going to be able to truck dudes and whatnot, and, Davis has a very good highlight stick, got very good attributes, but I don't know. I just want that Larry Johnson, Madden NFL 07 type player, a guy who's going to be athletic and be able to truck dudes in the open field and still pick up speed to get away from the other guys. But right there, adding insult to injury, 13-3 after the second field goal by Mr. Brown. The Texans now 2-3-1. Sad Jamal Lewis, but I would be sad too if you technically signed with the Colts thinking that you had probably a top 3 offense with Peyton Manning. Then he gets injured, and then now you're just getting stomped by a team that technically at the time was dog shit, Houston Texans, but still defense and the offense struggling. Obviously, the offense is struggling for the Colts right there, but Jaguars leading 4-3, 3-3 Colts, 2-3-1 Texans, and then I think it's the 2-3-1 Titans as well. It's going to be interesting to see how the race pans out. Starting to move up, maybe this team gains some momentum. We'll have to see. Defending Super Bowl champs always, fellas. Take it easy, and see y'all next time.